pay attention.
If you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends.
I remember when rock was young.
Appearing on Stars in Their Eyes tonight, Pamela Maynard from London. From South Wales, John Eyre from Trelong, and Tina Johnson from Newport. Jim Herbert from Watford, and Popsy Williams from London. Now, please welcome your host, Matthew Kelly.
And welcome to Stars in Their Eyes. Tonight, 5 more amazing star guests will give 110% to try to reach our live grand final. There's more tension in here than in Melinda Messenger's bra straps. Do you know, Stars in Their Eyes is so big now that people want to make their own versions. Jeremy Clarkson wants to make cars in their eyes. Apparently, they bring on a Robin Reliant and make it look like, well, a car. Then Chocoholics Anonymous want to do Mars in their eyes. I once spent 8 hours eating a bar of chocolate. Oh, that was a marathon, I can tell you. And Oliver Reed and Keith Floyd want to do bars in their eyes, which sounds very attractive right now, but no. There can only be one true original. Accept no substitutes, unless, of course, you're substituting one of our star guests for a musical superstar. So let's get on and meet a woman who can hammer it home with 6-inch nails. She's star guest number 1.
My name is Pamela Maynard and I live in North London. I live with B, who is my fiancé, and my youngest daughter, who is 9 years old. And we are such a happy family and very funny within ourselves. I like to do a bit of hairdressing and I like to do a bit of nails. I like to get very artistic. When I got the phone call that I was selected for Stars in Their Eyes, the funniest thing about it, I was in hospital. It was such a nice feeling because all the nurses were so excited for me. I got celebrity treatment in the hospital after that. Since I found out that I was going to be on the show, it touched me a lot. It touched my heart because music is my love. Music is my life. That's all I do. I feel very good about the show. I'm not nervous. I'm excited. I don't ever be nervous when singing. When it comes to singing, I'm very excited and I wish it was tomorrow.
Well, that was yesterday, and tomorrow's today. So let's welcome Pamela Maynard. I think we should see them again, don't you? Show flashes your nails again. Aren't they fantastic? Yeah. How do you do anything with those on?
Oh, I get a lot done. You would be surprised.
What would you do then? When you're doing the washing up, say, what would you do?
When I'm going to do the washing up, I'll take them off, or I can take them off, put them one side, lay them on the counter, and if I get a call to go somewhere, I'll just put them back on.
So you just rest them on one side?
Yeah, lay them to rest. Yeah.
How long do you take to get ready?
That's a long time, about 2 hours.
Oh.
Yeah.
About 2 hours? It's taking you 2 hours to get all this together?
Yes, because I have to put my toe ring on.
And obviously, yeah.
Yes.
How long do you think I took to get ready?
5 minutes.
Tell me a little bit about this person that you're going to be.
She's a soul R&B singer.
Where does she come from?
Atlanta, Georgia.
And in 1956, she formed a group, didn't she?
Yes, with her cousins.
With her cousins. Yes. What was the group called?
The Pips.
Tell us who you're going to be tonight, Pamela.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Gladys Knight.
Gladys Knight! Climbing aboard the Soul Train. Tonight, singing live, Pamela Maynard is Gladys Knight!
So he's living a life he's come to know. said he's going back to find.
Going back to find
What's left of his world. The world he left behind not so long ago. He is leaving on that midnight train to Georgia.
Leaving on a midnight train.
Yeah, said he's going back
to find
to a simpler place and
whenever
time.
he takes that ride.
Oh yes,
Guess
he
he's gonna
is.
be right by his side.
And I'll be with him
I know you will.
on that midnight train to Georgia.
Living on a midnight train to Georgia.
I'd rather live in his world than live without him in mine.
World is his and hers alone.
He kept dreaming, ooh, that someday he'd be the star.
A superstar, but he didn't get far.
But he sure found out the hard way that dreams don't always come true. Oh no. So he's holding on his hopes. Ooh, and he even saw her home in his old car. Bought a one-way ticket back to a life he once knew. Oh yes, he did. He said he would. Oh no, he's leaving on that midnight train to Georgia.
Midnight train to Georgia.
I'd rather live in his world than live without him in mine.
World is his and hers alone.
All aboard, all aboard. I've got to go on that midnight train to Georgia.
Well, first of all, may I congratulate you on your pips?
Okay, thank you.
Woo-woo. Just sensational. Well, it may take you 2 hours to get ready. But you see, you just have to come on this show, you pop through those doors 3 seconds later, and here you are, looking gorgeous.
That's right, wicked.
You were... You're sensational.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pamela Maynard as Gladys Knight. And if that was Gladys Knight with her pips, will our next star guest be seedless? And if you're playing the game at home, that's a clue. He's from Brecon in Wales, and that's not a clue. But lightning never strikes twice, and that is a clue. Oh, sort it out with star guest number 2.
My name's John Eyre, I'm 38 and I live in Brecon in South Wales. I'm a guitar teacher and I teach at Crickhow Primary School and other schools and also at homes. I work with children in 1s, 2s and groups. We do a big mixture of anything they like really, classical, folk, pop. They've had particular favourites almost always from the charts. Wonderwall was a popular one for at least 2 years. I applied for Stars in Their Eyes. Well, I didn't apply, my girlfriend's mum applied for me, but people have been asking me to go on it for years, but I've never been quite sure of who to be. About 3 years ago, my sister wrote to me, and in the middle of a letter, she mentioned this particular person, and she said she'd heard him on the radio and said that she was stunned because for half of it she thought it was me. So it's not someone I've ever heard of until now. It's an absolutely lovely song. It's a pleasure having a go at singing it.
Striking a different chord tonight, please welcome John Eyre. You must have the patience of a saint, you.
It does take a lot of patience.
I'm sure it does. Who's the worst pupil you've ever had?
I had 2 hairdresser pupils at college, and after 2 whole terms they could play the note E and the note F, but not necessarily in the right order. I used to dream about it. I used to wake up screaming, thinking, please play 3 notes. It didn't happen.
Tell us a little bit about the person that you're going to be.
OK, 3 clues. First clue, this person recorded with Echo and the Bunnymen, first 2 albums.
Yeah.
Second clue, the life of Riley, is the theme tune for Match of the Day. He wrote that.
Yes.
And the third clue, which should give it, is that he wrote a #1 hit, 3 Lions with Skinner and Baddiel.
And you can't have better clues than that. Tell us who you're going to be tonight, John.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Ian Broudie.
Ian Broudie of the Lightning Seed. From record producer to recording star, tonight singing live, John Eyre is Ian Broudie.
Nighttime slows, raindrops splash rainbows. Perhaps someone you know could sparkle and shine. As the day dreams slide, colour from shadow. Picture the moon glow, it dazzles my eyes. Smiling in the dark, shooting stars around your heart. Dreams come bouncing in your head, pure and simple every time. Now you're crying in your sleep, I wish you'd never learned to weep. Don't sell the dreams you should be keeping, pure and simple every time. Dream of sights, of sleigh rides in the seasons. Feelings, not reasons, can make you decide. As leaves pour down, splash autumn on gardens. As colder nights harden, their moonlit delights. And I love you. Look at me with starry eyes, push me up to starry skies. The stardust in my head, pure and simple every time. Fresh and deep as oceans new, shiver at the side of you. I'll sing a softer tune, pure and simple over you. If love's a truth, then look no lies, and let me swim around your eyes. I've found a place I'll never leave, shut my mouth and just believe. Love is the truth I realise, not a stream of pretty lies to use us up, a waste our time. Look at me with starry eyes, push me up to starry skies. There's stardust in my head, pure and simple every time. Fresh and deep as oceans new, shiver at the side of you. I'll sing a softer tune, pure and simple over you. Pure and simple just for you.
Well, I think that's just amazing.
Thank you.
Did you hear the reaction when you came through the door?
Yeah, stunned.
Stunned. It's taken 20 years off him, hasn't it? You look sensational. In fact, you could have been him when you walked through the door. And now that you sung, we know that you are him. Marvellous.
Oh, thanks ever so much.
Hey, no,
What a
thank
pleasure.
you. Good man. Ladies and gentlemen, John Eyre as Ian Broudie. All right, let's dress up and head for the clubs with star guest number 3.
My name is Tina Johnson. I'm 35 years old and I live in a little village just outside Newport called Underwood. I've been playing golf for 6 months now. I'm not very good at it. I decided when Brian started taking up the hobby that rather than stay at home, I may as well go and join him. I met Brian on a blind date. We got on really well to start with, more like friends in the beginning. We went over and spent 3 weeks with some friends in California and then travelled up to Las Vegas and got married. I was quite shocked when I got the first audition for Stars in Their Eyes because I only posted it 4:30 the night before and I got a phone call 11 o'clock the morning after. I've always believed that to get on in life and go for your goals, you have to be in the right place at the right time. But in actual fact, if you want something, you've got to work for it. No one else can do it for you. And being on Stars in Their Eyes is a huge achievement for me. This is my goal.
Swinging all the way from Llanmartin, please welcome Tina Johnson. Now, it was in a car that you discovered you could be the person that you're going to be tonight.
Yes, that's right. It came on the radio and Brian said that it sounded like me, so we applied.
Because singing used to get you into trouble when you were little, didn't it?
Yes, when we were put to bed as children, we used to end up singing half the night instead of sleeping.
But you have an ambition, don't you?
Yes, I do have an ambition. I'd like to sing in a West End musical with Michael Ball,
Why?
because he's got dimples to die for.
Tell us about the person that you're going to be tonight.
Right, well, she was born in Bermondsey in South London. She played at the London Palladium 3 times and Talk of the Town 11 times. And she had a worldwide hit in the 60s with the song I'm doing tonight.
Marvellous. Tell us who you're going to be tonight, Tina.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Julie Rogers.
Julie Rogers! With the song No Deception Will Be Without. Tonight, singing live, Tina Johnson is Julie Rogers!
You by my side, that's how I feel. I close my eyes and I can see us. We're on our way to say I do. My secret dreams have all come true. I see the people, your folks and mine, happy and smiling, and I can hear sweet voices singing, Ave Maria. Oh my love, this can your hand in my hand. This is the hour, this is the moment, and I can hear sweet voices singing, Ave Maria, Ave Maria.
What a stunning voice. Stunning. And not only that, you've gone from blue eyes to brown eyes.
I know.
From blonde to brunette. Look at that hair. She's got a lunch in that. Took us right back to the 60s.
Yes.
You were sensational. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tina Johnson as Julie Rogers. The exceptional performances and more to come after the break. We'll be meeting 2 singers whose vocal highs and lows shot them to the top. So join us in a couple of minutes when I'll reveal all. But don't let that put you off. I'll see you in a bit. Stars in Their Eyes. We've already caught the train with Gladys Knight, been pure and simple with Ian Broudie, and had the first dance with Julie Rogers. We put it about on this show, don't we? So let's meet our next star guest, playing the field in Watford.
My name is Jimmy Herbert. I'm 35 years old and I come from Garston in Watford. The group of friends I socialise with, I've known since school. Some days we play 5-a-side, 6-a-side football, depending on how many people we've got with us. Sometimes outside, sometimes inside. I live with my girlfriend Rebecca in West Watford. I've known her for about 5 months and I'm the happiest I've ever been. The biggest buzz about being on Stars in Their Eyes is, I think, actually singing in front of all those people, because it's what I've always wanted to do. The singer I'm actually impersonating, I've been a fan of for years. I think he's got a very special voice. He's got his own style, and you know him the minute you hear him.
In the big league tonight, please welcome Jimmy Herbert. Now, you said on the film that Becky makes you the happiest you've ever been. Why is that?
She's just really great. She's funny, intelligent, and she's just supported me all through this. She's been really, really good.
And family support is really important on this show,
Yes,
I think.
it is,
And
yeah.
particularly for people like you, because you've been a bit shy about singing in the past, haven't you?
Yeah, I have actually, because when I used to stay with relatives, my dad used to give me 10p to sing, and it would still take him an hour to persuade me. Then I'd have to go into the toilet with the door closed, singing away, and all my relatives would be leaning at the door like this, listening to me singing.
Well, I'm sorry, we're not going to pile up at the toilet door tonight to listen to you sing.
It's 20 pence now, anyway.
Now then, the voice of the person that you're going to be
Yes.
is very distinctive, but tell us a bit more about the person.
Well, he once supported Tina Turner.
Yeah?
His first hit with his first band was called Small Town Boy.
Right.
And in 1985, he left Bronski Beat to form the Communards.
You can't get better clues than that who you're going to be tonight, Jimmy.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Jimmy Somerville.
Jimmy Somerville! Sign up your glitter ball, squeeze into your boob tube and disco, because tonight, singing live, Jimmy Herbert is Jimmy Somerville!
I never can say goodbye. No, baby. I never can say goodbye.
Fantastic. Worth every penny of that 20 pence.
I'm telling you. It took more than that, I tell you.
Still had to prize him out the toilet, though. Oh, you look sensational, mate. Ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy Herbert as Jimmy Somerville. Now, from a high register to something a little deeper. And for a real giveaway, just listen to our final star guest. The signs are all there.
My name is Popsy Williams. I'm 48 years old, and I come from Stockwell Park Crescent in South London. My favorite hobby is sign writing. It allows me a lot of vision, perception, and depth. One of the places I've done sign writing is in Plough Road, which is a place called Jam Dish. It's a takeaway. It's owned by a friend of mine called U-Turn. We've been friends now maybe 20 years. When I tell friends about being on the show, it brings a smile on people's faces and they look very happy. Don't care how gloomy it is. In fact, I'm the only person who's surprised that I'm on the show. The song is important to me because it has sentimental values. It's a song I remember from the early 70s. When I was courting my wife, we used to dance a lot to that song in the nightclubs. It's nice to revive the song again and give it a treatment.
Was there a sign of a clue, or was the clue in the sign? Let's ask Popsy Williams. You started singing when you were 8, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
Where was that?
Jamaica.
Right. But you entered a talent contest in 1969, and something very odd happened, didn't it?
Well, I was mugged one night while I was in the semi-finals.
Yeah.
My jaw was broken, 60 pounds to the win. I thought I must win this.
Yeah.
So I still went, I rehearsed Stand By Me.
With your jaw broken?
Sang it with my mouth closed in F. And I won.
And you won the
£60.
60 pounds? With your jaw all wide up?
When the night has come. Yes, very much.
Don't you just... I love your voice. I just love your voice. And the voice is a big clue to the person that you're going to be.
Yes.
This very deep voice. I want a couple more clues from you. Tell me what his nickname was, this person.
They call this person the Walrus of Love.
So tell us who you're going to be tonight, Popsy.
Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be Barry White.
Barry White! Turn the lights down low and get ready for love, because tonight, singing live, Popsy Williams is Barry White!
My first, the last, my everything, and the answer to all my dreams. You're my sun, my moon, my guiding star, my kind of wonderful. That's what you are. I know there's only one like you. There's no way they could have made two. Girl, you're all I'm living for. Your love I'll keep forevermore. First, you're the last, my everything. With you, I found so many things. Our love so new, only you could bring. Can't you see if you make me feel this way? You're like a fresh morning dew on a brand new day. I see so many ways that I could love you till the day I die. Girl, you're my reality, but I'm lost without you. You're the first, you're the last, my everything. There's only one like you. There's no way they could have made two. Girl, you're my reality, but I'm lost without thee. You're the first, you're the last, my everything.
Popsy, you're in the other walrus, aren't you?
I wish I was.
It's fantastic. It's all there in your voice as well.
I'm trying.
You're trying. You can't stop doing it, can you?
I can't help it.
Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, Popsy Williams as Barry White. Well, it's nearly time for the studio audience to cast their vote to decide which of our star guests will become a star finalist. But first, here's a reminder of all their performances. First tonight, musician Pamela Maynard was all picked up as Gladys Knight.
Here's leaving, won't let midnight train to Georgia.
Guitar teacher John Eyre was the Lightning Seeds' Ian Broudie.
Dreams come bouncing in your head, pure and simple every time.
Tina Johnson brought back the sound of wedding bells as Julie Rogers.
Ave Maria.
Jimmy Herbert reached vocal heights as Jimmy Somerville. And finally, Popsy Williams was the Walrus of Love, Barry White.
You're the last, my everything.
The choice is yours, studio audience. Cast your votes now. And while the audience vote, we'll go backstage for some reactions from our star guests.
Marvelous, wonderful. And I love my clothes, I love my Gladys Knight, I love the pips. They were wicked. Woo-hoo!
I felt that the audience were very supportive. I enjoyed the connection that we had. It really did help.
The adrenaline was all going and you've got all excited and I thought, God, I've got to give it my best shot. So I did.
The best bit about performing was just getting into it and enjoying it, basically. I had a very good time, and I think that's the most important thing.
It's a show of a lifetime. It's an experience you'll never repeat.
So who's going to be tonight's finalist? Will it be Gladys Knight, Ian Broudie, Julie Rogers, Jimmy Somerville, or Barry White? And the winner is Julie Rogers! Well, you did look a bit surprised then.
I was.
Were you? How are you feeling? Are you all right?
Legs like jelly.
Yeah. The girl with the enormous voice was sensational. And particularly as the competition was so strong tonight.
I know. I thought they were brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I didn't think I'd win. I didn't.
Yeah. You didn't?
No.
Well, you deserved to win. I thought you were absolutely magic.
Thank you.
Well done. And tonight, after a show-stopping performance, Tina gains a place in our live grand final. Not long. We'll be back in 7 days with 5 more Fab Star guests. But now I'll leave you with the glorious sound of Tina Johnson as Julie Rogers. Good night.
You by my side, that's how I see us. I close my eyes and I can see us. We're on our way to say I do. My secret dreams have all come true. I see the people, your folks and mine, happy and smiling. And I can
If you'd like to appear on Stars in Their Eyes, please call 0870 400 4000 and our famous doors could open for you.
hear